Hey, so today I want to talk more about things on my long-term to-do list. This is going to be part two. I already did part one back on April 23rd, if you want to check that out. Um, so, make a list of all my mistakes for one day. I'd have to keep a pad and a pen with me and just jot them down. I just think that this would be interesting to see how many I actually make. What actually is considered a mistake. The problem with this is that it could be depressing as hell. But at the same time, I do think that it would be helpful and interesting to have a list of that. Get involved in local school boards to make sure they are not teaching pseudoscience in school. Once again, I think that this would be really interesting to see who is there, who's trying to push which agenda, blah blah blah. I should create an inventory of everything I own. Add detail to where it's located. Should I do this once every 5 years or so? Add pictures. What is in my refrigerator, pantry? Take a few pictures. I wonder if I could say, would this job be too large? Time to purge. I wonder if I could say, would this job be too large? And if so, it would be time to purge out, make a purge of things in my life that I don't need. And that way, if the job is not too large, you know that you don't have too much stuff. I have started to create inventories in my past. Maybe this is something that should have been included on my failed. Well, I guess that's not really an art project, so I guess it wouldn't be included on that. But I have done things like this in the past where I have different bins and I would name them and I would have a list of what is in them. But I've not updated it. Things have changed. I've gotten more stuff, thrown stuff in there. You know, when you take stuff out and when you put it back, sometimes you don't put it back in the right spot. So I have done something like this in the past, but it is not updated. And this will be something I would want to do every so often, just to always know where my stuff is located. There's some stuff I'm never going to get rid of, you know, like my Star Wars figures, my old Star Wars books. But there's some stuff that I don't need to keep. I don't need to. And there's some stuff that, as long as you take a picture of it, you will always have it. You don't actually have to have the physical thing. Just a list of movies to watch. This is something that let's see. The Tao of Steve. I've seen that in the past, but I want to rewatch it. Fierce Creatures. I've seen it in the past, but I want to rewatch it, even though I don't remember it being very good. Let's see. Hidden Figures. I never did see that, so I would like to check that out. Passengers, science fiction movie. City of Lost Children. Never seen it. Would like to see it. And Eraserhead. It's on my to-do list for things to watch. Make a list of things that I'm thankful for. And this could be pretty uplifting and pretty encouraging, just to jot down everything that I'm glad that we have in modern society. I think it would be cool to make a chess set. I think it would be easy and fun. Obviously, something like this would be a lot easier if I had like a 3D printer, or if I was like into wood making or something. But chess is a game that I really enjoy playing, and I think if I had a custom-made chess set, that would be pretty cool. How do I clean the internet so companies will not see my personal information and my friends and family will not see everything personal, and also be protected from hackers? This is something I've thought about in the past, and in fact, something I thought about doing is that when I buy a new computer, I sit down on that computer like it is my very first time on the internet. So I would set up a new email address. I'd set up a new Facebook. I would set up new online storage. Just anything and everything, so that everything would be new. And I just think that something like that would be cool, so that I could make sure that I have control over where I sign up and who I give my email address to, and things like that. But problem is that it'd be kind of hard because what about my bank account, and what about my my work? Just things like that would make something like that a little difficult. But I just think that something like that would be cool. Oh, this goes back to the archive thing. It says I have too much stuff, too many pairs of shoes, too many DVDs. Should I have a yard sale? Should I have a storage unit? Why pay money for a storage unit when the stuff isn't worth the monthly fee? Should I figure out a way to compress everything and store it very efficiently? Use it until it's garbage and then trash it, but not replace it. That sort of goes back to the whole keep an inventory of everything you have thing that I was talking about earlier. Because there's a lot of stuff that you just collect over the years. You don't want to throw it away, but it's also taking up space, taking up clutter. Maybe somebody out there could use it a lot better than you could. So it's best to just donate to things that are useful and just trash the things that are trash. And so yeah, that's part 2 of my to-do list. I will obviously have more in the future because this list is pretty long. So maybe I need to hop off here and get started on my list.